Hello nerds, welcome to the first episode of Black Friday deals. Now, I don't normally do videos like this because I hate doing the whole marketing, pushing you to buy products and stuff like that. But I've actually had a few people reach out to me and ask for this video, and I wasn't really sure what video to do today. I figured this would be something we could do today because there's not really any news. There's a surprising lack of news. So if you have any ideas for videos, things I should review that are new, let me know. Some of them will be affiliate links. I know shill, yeah, epic shill time. Probably not gonna be too many jokes. I don't know. There's not too many funny things other than me shilling right now. Granted, no one paid me anything, all right? That's not the definition of shilling is somebody pays you and you don't disclose it, which I do feel like is a big problem on music production YouTube lately. I'm noticing an increasing amount of clearly sponsored videos that are not disclosed as ads. I've seen some on Instagram, so if you see people doing this, actually let me know. All right, first thing we have here is Bloom Muramasa by Excite Audio. You remember we talked about this not that long ago, and it is Muramasa's collection of sounds, and it's a pretty good price here. $39, normal price $59, it's 33% off until November 30th, so you got a couple weeks here. Let me show you what it sounds like really briefly. Okay, you know what? Maybe there might be some jokes in this video. Where can I purchase the unibrow? We're never getting a sponsor ever again. Let me just say that, bro. We're never getting...
I think that's the natural endpoint to any kind of club culture. Really, at the end of the day, it's about community and it's about a shared experience.
Honestly, rather disappointing there. I feel like they didn't really showcase a lot of sounds. Here, how about this? So the drums sound very UK garage-esque, and the melodies sound like they could be used for basically anything. So, I mean, basically it's a rompler, but it's a customized rompler from Muramasa, who makes pretty good music in my opinion. Look them up if you have not. It's got 14 sample keys, 5 factory modifiers, so half time, double time, reverse. So it's kind of like, you know, maybe kind of like Output Arcade, but a lot less people are using this in Output Arcade. So if you're looking for melody material, drums and stuff like that, you know, if you're making this sort of music, this really could be for you. Like I said, link in the description if you're interested. Now, this one, in my opinion, is the holy grail of music theory plugins. This is probably the lowest price I've seen it at. Scalar 3. Scalar 3 for $69, giggity. Normal price $99, 30% off until November 30th. Scalar 3 allows you to easily make chord progressions. You can basically drag and drop chords. It comes with preset progressions. You can swap out chords. It comes with ways to do modulation from key to key. There's a lot of different things you can do with it. If you're not a music theory expert, or if you are kind of at a block, this could be very useful for you. It's one of my go-tos, especially if I'm not really feeling something I'm playing on the keyboard. In Scalar 3, they've completely redesigned the interface. They've included a standalone app, a multi-lane timeline, explore page, colors page, motions, note editing, and harmonic modifiers. They've expanded the content and enhanced categorization. So unless you're a music theory genius, this is probably going to be something you want. I will say this, the workflow of it may not be for everyone. There's a bunch of different music theory type plugins, and you know, there are different ones that fit different people, but for me, I've liked this one the most personally. Now, the next one here, I'm actually going to go a little bit out on a limb. I haven't used this one, but I've heard great things about it. A lot of people have been telling me about Lunacy Cube for a while, and you know, Lunacy Audio, they did sponsor one of the last videos. They had no say in this here. They did not even tell me, they haven't even told me that Cube exists. I just know that it exists. Okay, and I've heard some great things about this here. I've heard it's pretty underrated. So they state it's a game-changing sampler and vector synth plugin for immediate sonic inspiration with over 1,000 sampled instruments and presets. Now, what is interesting about this particular plugin is it allows you to blend up to 8 sounds. And it has a 3D interface which allows you to blend seamlessly between the sounds, or you can have the sounds evolve over time. Now, this could be great for getting a very unique sound out of synthesis or sampled instruments. It has advanced modulation with 4 LFOs, macro control, and extensive mod matrix. It has over 100 plus sound sources, 500 presets, and 40 preset orbit paths. there's also randomization. Randomization can be a great tool in my opinion, and I've just heard really good things about this plugin personally. I don't have it, but I have heard really great things. So, you know, buyers beware here. It is 67% off, $49 currently, $149 normally, and it's got really good reviews. 4.8 out of 691 reviews. So that's pretty impressive stuff. Let's take a listen to what it sounds like really quickly. So from what we've seen thus far, sounds pretty good in my opinion. I'm sure it gets better and worse depending on which direction you go with it or how long you play with it.
Hey, yo!
Our next sale here is a big sale on Arturia plugins. I'm not going to go through everything they have here. Maybe I'll name some, but there's just so many here. And, you know, to explain them one by one or show you the sounds of them, you know, this would be hours long. This would be kind of crazy. So currently Pigment 6 is 55% off. It comes with expansions too. $109, normal price $245. The V Collection 11 Pro is 50% off at $349. Pigment 6 without expansions is $99. FX Collection 5 is $249. If you're interested in any of these individual plugins, you know, look them up yourself before you buy it, but, you know, make sure you use the affiliate link at Showtime here. They have this best of free VST plugins bundle. I'll link that in the description. That's free, apparently. It comes with a bunch of stuff here. All this stuff on the screen. Not really, I see the Kilo Hearts Essentials. That's already free. Comes with all this stuff on the screen here. Definitely nice little starter pack here. So Baby Audio here. They got Tape, which is $9.99 at 89% off. That's pretty crazy. They've got their new plugin, Techno, $69, 46% off. Smooth Operator, 46% off at $69, giggity. Transit 2, $69, 40% off, 46% off. Why do I keep fucking that up? Pretty much all their stuff is like somewhere between 46 to 60% off, it looks like here. So if you're interested in anything from Baby Audio, this would probably be the time to get it. Next, we're going to be talking about our good buddies over at iZotope. God damn, I love them. So it looks like they're doing pretty much 40% off on a lot of things here, 25% off, depending on what you're looking at. So basically, a lot of their stuff is somewhere between 25 to 40% off. So, you know, if you're interested in getting some iZotope stuff, iZotope has some pretty good things. RX11 is kind of hard to beat. They have a lot of individual modules in there that you can't really get anywhere else, or you're going to struggle to find in places like Decrackle and stuff like that. Declick. I think they have one of the best Declicks and Decrackles out there. I'm actually having to use it constantly in my videos because there's something wrong with my USB or my Focusrite or something. I don't know what it is. One of the two. Yeah, I have a Focusrite. My SSL 2+ died. RIP. Ozone 12 as an upgrade kind of disappointed me a bit, but overall, Ozone is still pretty good. It's just that, you know, incrementally the upgrades have been kind of disappointing. If you don't have Ozone and you need to do some self-mastering, I would recommend Ozone. If you already have like Ozone 10 or 11, you know, the upgrades, that's where I kind of draw the line. I'm like, I don't know if you really need that. It's already pretty good. You know, what you're getting for the price at that point is not a lot. RX is very expensive though. That's the only thing. RX is very expensive. Ozone is a bit expensive, but RX is like next level expensive. And then Neutron and Nectar, they're fine in my opinion. Next year, we have Universal Audio plugins. I've never really been a huge fan of a lot of their stuff, but, you know, they have some pretty good deals here. I'll tell you what's going on with it. So basically all this stuff is ranging somewhere between like 40 to 80, even 85% off, it looks like. So they got some pretty good deals going on currently. You know, I pretty much only mess with like a lot of their free stuff personally. I've heard some good things about some of these other ones, though. I don't have a lot to say about it. I've never really been a big UAD guy. I was always kind of put off by the fact you needed an Apollo before, so I've never really dove into it much. Okay, next we got some free ones here. Apparently, some of them are not out yet. You can sign up for it now, though. So Air, a division of Akai, I believe, they are releasing a brand new plugin for desktop and PC. You sign up, and apparently it's inspired by legendary vintage recording technique, and it works for desktop DAW, so it works for your desktop or a standalone MPC. And that'll be linked in the description. Apparently, all plugins from Melda Production, that's what it says here, all plugins and bundles are discounted up to 91% in discounts. So yeah, 11 days left on a lot of this stuff here. Dude, some of this stuff is $10, normal price $80. So that's pretty insane. No affiliate link here on this. I'm not going to go through all the different stuff they have here. It's just too much. They have too much. I will say M Auto Volume. That's a good one. I haven't used M Convolution MB much, but I've heard good things about it. And like I mentioned before, Waves is giving away this plugin, which is a big shiny knob, apparently. It's going to be a one knob plugin if I had to guess. Next, there's a free license you can get for Temperance Light from Eventide. And it's free through December 31st. I think I mentioned this one before. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new here. Otherwise, I don't know, something bad's going to happen to you and me, both of us. So like I said, all links are in the description. If you do like this video, let me know and I'll do a part 2. There's still a lot more deals I can get to here. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of ridiculous because I've already been recording for 35 minutes and I feel like I didn't even get to like a fourth of them. I'll see you guys next time.